Hello, Director. My name is Lexton Bunting, and I am the marketing manager here at Southwest Transit. I firstly want to thank you for your time and your willingness to hear my pitch about our marketing team. I have created this team to develop a marketing strategy to drive up sales and showcase our brand new Boeing 747, which we'll be releasing in 6 weeks. I will be keeping this presentation brief, but please, if you have any questions, feel free to email me or set up a follow-up meeting to clarify any points. There we go. Sweet. So the original 6 selected members that we have are Elizabeth, Susan, Caitlin, Bob, Natalie, and William. This group of employees that we picked had a broad range of intrinsic motivations, personality traits, and tenure with Southwest Transit. Many of them on the team were also motivated to move into higher leadership positions, therefore having a personal motivation to see our organization grow. Director, if possible, I ask you to watch Elizabeth and Caitlin due to their desire to move into higher management. Our planned team composition was also estimated to brainstorm, plan, execute, and communicate well during the project, therefore leading us to achieve the desired product. As requested, I have narrowed down to the 4 main group team members consisting of Elizabeth, Caitlin, Susan, and Bob. Caitlin, I deemed an informal leader due to her diplomatic conflict tendencies and her creation of shared purpose on the team. This will make her that conscious leader that this group needs to perform well. Caitlin, I deemed as a diligent worker, as she is absolutely a go-getter. She has demonstrated her professional aptitude and intrinsic motivation for challenging tasks. She does tend to not delegate to others and therefore can lead to conflict among our team. Susan, I deemed the counsel, and the reason why is because she has great emotional intelligence and she's very open with others in terms of just speaking and conversational wise. She does have a weakness of overlooking important details, but this could be counteracted by Caitlin's overview and Elizabeth's informal leadership. Bob, I deemed the traditionalist, as he will serve as the foundational glue for our vision with this project. Due to his tenure with the company, Bob will implement the voice, quote unquote, of our company into the marketing plan, which is needed due to this young team. His experience and eagerness for challenges could be viewed as weaknesses, as he will most likely take on too many projects and rely on his experience. Now, strengths and weaknesses of this team. There are 3 main strengths that I like to point out. It's the homogeneous group, shared intrinsic motivations, and an open communication strategy. I say that this group is homogeneous because they have a similar technical ability, them stemming from our marketing department as employees, and they each have shared intrinsic motivations. Now, I put shared intrinsic motivations as another bullet point because this allows me as a leader and as their manager to kind of group them together in terms of a leadership strategy to push them into the next level and have a shared vision there and what we want as our goals and outcomes for this project. The third one, I say open communication, due to all of them just being willing to have open conversation and dialect on either certain conflicts or their opinions on certain things. Now, the weaknesses of this team consist of, first, the timeline pressure. We do have 6 weeks, so that is going to add to stress, which in turn builds emotion. So we don't know how this team is going to respond in terms of just emotion. We do have task interdependence here. Let's say that someone from the group does gather all of the tasks and tries to do them themselves. This could lead to task interdependence, as let's say the others on the team are waiting for the individual to get all their tasks done in order for them to work. So this might be one of those weaknesses there. Another one is communication filtering. Some weaknesses on the team do convey that when eager and when just challenging a challenge, when completing a challenging task, they will gloss over certain important details. So that might lead to communication filtering, not on purpose, just on accident. But we can work through this through conflict resolutions. Now, this team potential. I did say homogeneous group in the first one, but I wanted to touch this again just because homogeneous groups are known to be the best option when time management and cooperation is needed to succeed. So this potential there will be great for us just because we do not have the time just for that heterogeneous group to convey all their opinions. We need it very simple and very time efficient. The second one is high emotional intelligence. These 4 employees have all shown diligence, and their emotional intelligence will lead to easier conflict resolution there. The third one is effective leadership qualities. All team members are equally effective leaders due to their willingness to communicate, participate, delegate, and empower each other to complete the shared vision. And then fourthly, the flexibility of the team. Much of the team is flexible and are able to be creative in their problem solving. Due to the time constraint, it is imperative for the team to be able to redirect themselves if a problem arises. Now, the 2 motivation strategies that I'm really looking for here is the expectancy theory of motivation and the equity theory of motivation. The expectancy theory of motivation encompasses an employee's passion to achieve a certain outcome and how likely they are to achieve it. The 2 main sections of this theory would be effort to performance expectancy and performance to outcome expectancy. This would be a great motivational theory to implement due to the team's shared intrinsic motivations to move up within the company, the same effort levels of each employee leading to increased performance, and the same technical ability of each employee to achieve our organizational expectations. The second theory would be the equity theory of motivation. This can be defined as an employee's desire to be treated fairly. This would also be a good motivational theory to implement due to, firstly, stating again the shared effort levels of the team and making sure each employee input level is relative to their output level. Then you also have the experience equity. So this team is a young tenured team. This therefore does not allow young ambitious employees of our organization to feel unused, just in terms of if we were to go to a more tenured employee base there. Thirdly, the time pressure and expectation pressure is the same on the team, therefore leading the team to have a combined work ethic to complete the purpose of the group. So the pressure equity, the experience equity, and the input to output ratio would all be flat across the board in terms of the consequences of each. Perfect. Conflict management strategies. So the 2 problems that I see within this group is going to be the clashing of ideas and some information conflict. Like I said, that communication filtering there. So for the clashing of ideas, I propose that we compromise there. This solution would be able to facilitate between conflicting parties. While this is not a long-term fix, it will allow us to achieve a fast solution and make sure we are on pace with the deadline. As with information conflict or that communication filtering, this can be bad for the group as they will not have the necessary information or resources to make decisions there. So I propose a collaboration method of conflict resolution, as all team members need to be focused on problem solving and developing a decision that is in agreement with all parties. As with leadership strategies, I propose 2 for me. I propose the path goal theory of leadership and Vroom's decision tree approach. So with the path goal theory of leadership, this allows my management style to change with differing situations, therefore allowing myself to be more flexible in terms of which behavior I choose to conduct. The next justification of this theory is that the behaviors of said leader has a direct outcome to the team's goal. For this project, I would need to be adaptable due to the changing responsibility of myself, such as delegation or conflict management, yet still have our team and I focused on the deliverables of this project. Secondly, Vroom's decision tree approach is an adaptable and adoptable leadership theory. This leadership theory will allow myself to be flexible because the strategy adapts to any problem or situation that arises on my team. Because of this matrix layout of Vroom's chart, it allows myself to allows myself to use this to think about the problem and solve it appropriately. I was thinking about methodically. Secondly, since the method is self-guided, it allows me to be confident in my decision for the team. Now, the values of conscious capitalism. There's 4 main tenets to conscious capitalism. This would be conscious leadership, conscious culture, higher purpose, and stakeholder orientation. The philosophy of stakeholder orientation was used during the formation of this group, as multiple stakeholders were considered and represented during the decision-making process. Much of the reason these certain employees were chosen was because of their professional goals with our company and the chance to make a difference on the international transit system and market. In terms of stakeholder value, to just briefly define what a stakeholder is and then identify a stakeholder can be defined as an individual or group that has an interest in any decision or activity of an organization. There are 3 main stakeholder groups that are directly affected by the dedication and product of this team. Firstly, the other employees of Southwest Transit gain empowerment as they are seeing their fellow coworkers be chosen for an intense, high-risk, high-reward challenge. This leads other employees to feel empowered due to the trusting actions of higher leadership, which we'll talk later in this PowerPoint. Secondly, the consumers of this new marketing plan will have their generational worldview valued, as many on this team are younger and can understand the values and norms of the newer generation. Lastly, higher leadership will be valued due to the observation and reflection of young employees that are aiming for professional growth. This allows higher leadership to create a leadership plan for the longevity of our company through the promotion of personnel. For positive impact for the company, there's 3 things I want to bring up for you, Director. The first one is that this marketing plan will provide Southwest Transit with the competitive advantage that it needs to get an upper hand with our market and engage with our competitor. This team may also gain a new marketing audience due to their shared worldview of that new generation, which could reflect increased financial growth for our company. Second is the longevity of Southwest Transit. This marketing plan, along with the release of our new Boeing 747, will staple our organization's longevity among other competitors and will prompt our position to be the front runner in the commercial transportation market. Lastly, your vision and willingness to allow myself and other managers to form a team of marketing employees not only empowers our organization from bottom up, but increases the amount of respect and trust for higher leadership among stakeholders. Director, I just want to thank you so much for your time and willingness to hear my vision for this marketing team. Please let me know if you do have any questions via email at lextonbunting@southwesttransits.com, or feel free to set up a meeting with me in the future to clarify any points or sections on this PowerPoint. Blessings to you.